In the south of the continent, South Africa's former president, Jacob Zuma, put on a show of strength in the historic township of Soweto as he campaigned for votes in the build-up to the May 29 general election. Zuma's decision to hold its biggest campaign rally in Soweto was significant because it is a stronghold of the ANC in South Africa's economic heartland of Gauteng. Meanwhile, MK has set itself a target of winning a two-thirds majority in the election, and a social research foundation which has been tracking polls daily puts the ANC support at 40%, down from 57% it got in the 2019 election. And to talk about this, I'm joined by Professor of Politics and International Relations at the University of Johannesburg, Sifamandla Zondi. Good morning from here. Glad to have you join me.
Good morning and good morning to the viewers.
Let me start with the alarming numbers we saw at Orlando Stadium over the weekend. I mean, full to capacity. What does this mean for former President, Zuma across the country?
Yes, it is an unsurprising turnout. President Zuma is a very popular figure. He has a strong constituency that has been with him now for a long time. Even as the president of now the governing party, the ANC, he was able to draw a lot of support to the ANC. And of course, a lot of the support had to do with him and his abilities. And it's no surprise in this particular case, because we have seen that since the party launched in December, that there has been a groundswell of support, at least in 3 provinces in South Africa, that has been growing, but more principally in the KwaZulu-Natal province where he comes from, and in the Gauteng province where they launched the manifesto yesterday. So it's nothing of a surprise. It's the same constituency of generally working class black people, young ones, and increasingly black middle class that is frustrated by the circumstances of low economic growth, weak economic opportunities for many people, but who also feel that Zuma has been dealt with badly by his party.
Now, Soweto seems to be a stronghold for ANC and also home to President Ramaphosa, if the numbers we saw on Saturday are anything to go by. Should the ANC be worried?
Oh, yes, of course. The ANC must be worried by emergence of any party that works in its constituency at a time when the ANC has been in decline for a period of time. So it cannot afford even losing 1 seat or 2 seats in the National Assembly, and therefore should always be worried. But this is even more worrying when it is a member of the ANC who has not resigned from the ANC, remains a member of the ANC, and he's now leading what would eat away from a big chunk of the ANC support and might actually put the ANC's victory in jeopardy. It must be seriously worried. And knowing former President Jacob Zuma, they know how well he can do this game, and they should definitely be worried. I would have thought that long before now, they would have been reaching out to him and talking him out of this, because it is damaging for the ANC. It's a huge turnout, and it's generally ANC support that you see coming to support Zuma, because he said he is not leaving the ANC, but is going to campaign against the current leadership of the ANC. So that makes it very complicated.
Just to give you an update on the breaking story just reaching us now, the Constitutional Court has ruled that former President Jacob Zuma is not eligible to stand for this month's elections. Now, the court delivered judgment to the IEC's appeal of the Electoral Court order that allowed Zuma to remain on the MK party's candidates list. How do you react to this?
Yes, I'm not very surprised. Because Zuma has a conviction, and that conviction would prevent him from going to national parliament. But it doesn't prevent him from running these elections, from contesting in this election and doing all that they need to do. Just that after the election, he will not qualify as a member of parliament. Anyway, it would not make sense for him to abandon all his presidential benefits that he now enjoys as a retired president for a mere salary of a member of parliament. I suspect that he never was intending to go to parliament anyway, but was intending to put this party into parliament. But what this will do then, Zuma really thrives on being a victim. Now, this will then again be used to mobilize people in support of his party, because he will be projected as being a victim of efforts to try and exclude him. So close after such a big turnout in Soweto yesterday. So politically, it will make things even more difficult for the ANC.
Well, time like this will tell, but thank you so much for your insights on the program. Professor of Politics, International Relations at the University of Johannesburg, Sifa Mandla Zondi. Thank you once again.
All right. Thank you so much.